So today's session is that is graph. So in this we will discuss about the graph. It means regular expressions. It's known as regular expressions. So what is the full form of graph? Global regular expression print. And this is my next topic, that is ECL access control list. So first we will discuss about the graph. So what is graph? It's used to match the string anything from the file. So it is used to search the text, any types of text from the file, and print the output of that particular string. So it's also known as the regular expressions. So regular expressions provide a pattern matching mechanism that facilitates finding specific content. And what types of content you want to find, that is basically used by the graph. So we can also use BIM, grep, less command can also be used for the regular expressions. But in this, we will discuss about grep. So what is grep and how to use this, that I will discuss in this particular talk. So if you want to search anything, so we have lot of things, these all things that I will show you. First, we start a small example, then I will show these all theoretical portions. So what is the meaning of these all things? So see here. So start this machine. Let's see. This is a command. So what is grep? Grep is a command. And what is the full form of this particular command? It's called global regular expression. And this is the full form of this particular thing. PRINT. This one. So when I want to search anything from the file, suppose we have a file cat/etc password. This is my file. This is a big file, and how many lines in this? If I want to check, then we can use this one. So there are 94 lines in this particular file, but we want to search the content about, that is this one. This is my user, and I want to show the information of only this particular user about this particular line. So we can print this one. At this time, cat is used to print all the lines, but I want to print only this one. Then what I will do? So we can use grep. So in the place of cat, we use grep. And which information you want? Suppose I want to search the information of this particular user widget. So this is my username, and I want to search the information about this particular user, this particular content from this particular file. So grep is used to print the value that I have typed. So it is also known as string. This is a string that I want to search from this particular file. So see here, the simplest regular expressions is an exact match. If I want to search anything, it can be a text, it can be a numerical value, anything. Exact match is when the characters in the regular expression match type. Match the type and order in the data that is being searched. So we can use the regular expression activities. It means by using the grep command, we can search anything that I want to match. So we can use this one. So use a line anchor, this one. We can also use this one concept, this one. So what is the use of this particular character? What is the use of this particular character? I will show. First, see here. Suppose if I want to search only these two words, this word only and this word only, then what I will do? I do not want this whole line. I want only this particular, these two words. In this line, there are two words that related to this one. So I want to search only these particular string. Then we can use -2. It means only so these two words only. So we can filter, we can print anything that I want. It means it's called exact match. Suppose if I want to know about the specific line, on which particular line this particular value is written, and I want to show. So I want to print the line number also. In these lines, these two words is written. So we can use, so this is line number 92. In this particular line, we have this particular value. So see this. So we can use this concept. If I want to search only the line number here, so this is line number 92. Here we have two words related to this particular. And if I want to search only these two words in the place of whole line, so we can use this concept. See, suppose, so this is called regular expression. It means I can print anything that I want. So we can use this one. And we have lot of more concept about this. See, if I want to print, see here, it's called -v, except Vijay. It will print all the things. Only the Vijay cannot search from the file. Except this, it will print whole. So see here, there is no 92 lines. See, it will print whole lines, but not the line that have the value. The value is Vijay. The line which have this value cannot print. This means except this, it will print whole thing. So we can also use weak option. So see here, we have some options that we are discussing in this one. So see, what is the meaning of this one? Only display lines that do not contain matches to the regular expression. It means that I have written in my this particular expression. So only this one, except this, print whole things. So we can use -v option. So this is the concept about -v and -n, -o. So we have discussed these three concepts. Then what is the next one? See, remove this one, and we have a string that is FTP. See here, we have FTP. This is my username. This is also FTP, but this not print this particular value. Only this one and this one. So what is this? Is in a small letter. This is in a capital letter. So this is called case sensitivity. It means if I want to print this particular value also, then what I will do? See here, this one. Use the regular expression provided, but do not enforce case sensitivity. It means case insensitive. So by default, Linux perform all the things in a sensitive manner. It means it perform all the thing in a case sensitive manner. So if I type this like FTP in a capital, then this will print this particular value. But if I print this in a small letter, this cannot understand this particular string, this particular word. And I want to perform, and I want to print this particular value also, then press just -i option. I means ignore case sensitivity. So by using I, we can ignore the thing that will happen by this particular command in a default manner. So the default manner of any particular command, that is case sensitive. If I want to ignore that particular thing, that we can use -i. It means it will ignore the case sensitivity and it will print the whole thing that I want to search. If I use here F in a capital, also print. Whole thing in a capital, also print. It means it not sense this particular manner. So it will ignore this one. So this is about the hyphen I option. So by using the hyphen I option, this one, we can also use this one. I have also, and what is, I will see this in a later. See here, what is the meaning of this one? So display number of line after the regular expression matches. It means it is used to display the thing that I want to print. Suppose this is my FTP. This is my string that I want to print. So this particular word written in which particular line? Line number 12. And I want to search the line before and after the FTP also. Then we can use A for after, B for before, and C for common. So these three things that basically used to search the thing before and after and between also. See here, I want to search a value after this particular FTP. Print two line also. After the FTP, print two line also. It means 13 also print, 14 also print. What is after this one? I want to show what are the lines that have after this particular FTP string. See here, we have two more lines that have the value nobody and dbus. So if I want to see what are the lines that after this particular string, after this particular line, so we can view how many lines we want to view. So give the line number. I want to print 4 lines. So provide here 4. So number of lines that you want to print. So give the value, then the whole lines will be print. Suppose, see here, I want to print the value before the FTP. FTP is on 12 number line, but I want to search the lines before the FTP. Then press here B. So before this string, it will print the things. So 11, 10, 9, 8. So it will print the value. So if according to our match, what I want, then we can put the value. If I want before and after also, then see here. So this is in between, before the FTP and after the FTP. It will print 4 lines. So grep is used to print the value that I want to match, that I want to print. So this is the concept of grep command. So grep is a command that is used to print the value that I want according to my. So we can use grep. So I can search according to case sensitivity, and if I want to print whole the things except the match that I want, then A we can also use, B I can also use, C I can also use. And what is the meaning of E and capital E? So see here, mostly we use this option, hyphen E in a capital. I want to search FTP also. I want to search root. More than one thing. By default, grep is used to search only the one value by default. If I print here C, if I print here the value C, FTP also, root also, and my user one also. See, it will just print only this first line, not this one, not this one. But I want to print this one also, and this one also. Print whole, I want to print multiple values. Search multiple values but by default it cannot search. So C, only just single quote here and this, then C. This is called pipe side. See here. So I will use the option that is -e. It's called extend search. So if I want to print multiple value at a time, so we can use E option. So E is used to search the multiple values. So we can use multiple regular expressions can be supplied and will be used with a logical or operator. This one also match this one value also, or this one and another one. Suppose we have number of lines in this particular file. Suppose that is user 123 124 125 also match these values. So we can match any value that I want. So this is about the -e option. We can also use this like this particular manner, -e, but not use this. See, this will print, then again E, then give the name root, again E, root also from this particular file. So this will print. So here type this particular value multiple times. If I am not using this in a multiple times, then what will happen? See, it will print only one value. So this is the default behavior of this particular command. So by default, the behavior of this particular command is used to search only the one value, not multiple values. If I want to print this particular multiple values manner, so we can use -e option in a simple or -e in a capital. So in a small letter, in a capital letter, can also use. So this is the concept of this particular commands. So in this chapter, these all things will be discussed. Suppose if I want to search a value, if I want to search a value from any file that contain in the directory, then we can use this particular C. One more thing, that is C. We have a file in a etc folder that is post. See. Go to this particular line, to this particular file, and type here Vijay is late. So be on time. On time. See, and happy new to all in advance. Okay, and I want to search this particular thing from this particular, but I don't know where is the location, but just I know this is contained in that particular folder, and I want to match that particular value. Then what I will do? So see, give, I will show what is the result of this particular value -r, and I want to search the value. The value is Vijay from this particular folder. So see, so you can see here, if I forget in which particular file I have wrote this particular line, I forget. Then we can print. Vijay is also a name of the user also. So it will search on this particular file also. See, one more thing here. If I print a line, Rahul is also late. Bidu is on time. So for all of you to be on time. So this is my string, these all things. And I want to search only this one, then what you can search these. Grep can also search the whole thing, that you can apply the search for data matching the regular expression recursively to a group of files that contain in a directory. So we can use this one, -r option. So see, this is Rahul. See, Rahul, name of that is also a name of the user also. It will search from this particular group folder, G-Shadow folder, host. In host, what I have wrote about the Rahul, this one. But this also containing this whole thing. So if I want to search a line, see, we have a line. etc http. This is a folder. And in this folder, we want to search this one. So see here, all the things that related to the HTTP. It will print all the values. See, so this is my command. This is my value, that is string. And I can see all the information related to that particular line. Suppose we have one file also. I will see first, then I will search. Will std.com. See, I want to search this particular thing. Listen 82. This one. This one. See. So I forget the file name. And type here grep -r in a recursive manner. -i for ignore cases. Case sensitivity, LISTL listen. So this will print the lines that contain this particular word. So sometimes we use this type of thing also, but mostly we use these one, -v option, -r option. Most of the cases we use these one. So this is whole thing about the grep. Then this grep will complete. But I will show some more options also. See, this one. So what is the use of this particular character? Suppose I want to search a string that contain in a file. See here, cat/etc passwd. We have a value. The value is grep. So type here grep root. In this particular line, root in the starting, but in this C here, operator in the starting. But I do not want this particular line. I want only this line that contain the value on the starting, not in the middle, not between, not in the last. Then what I will do? So the value that contain on the starting, that I want to print that particular string. So see here, I want to print only this particular thing. Then place a sign, that is caret sign. It's called caret. To search at the beginning of a line, use this particular character. See, only print that particular line. So if you want to search a line that contain on the starting, see here, I print a value. If I print here, sorry, if I type here listen, this one, so this particular line only will be printed. See, if I remove this particular, then see the result. I know this is on the starting. If I want to print this particular line that contains this particular value, then see, has, then place here this particular value, then see the result. So if I want to do the exact match about the string, so you should place that particular value, then that value will print on your terminal. So this is the concept about of this particular caret sign. If I want to search any character that contain on the end, so we can use for the end dollar sign. See, see what is in the end? Dash. It means dim dash. I want to search how many users are in this particular, are contained in this particular file, that are the regular user. I want to search only the information about the regular user and about the service user, because all the service user have the shell value, that is no login, and all the user that related to the regular user have the value of dash. I want to search only these users, so place this particular value. I want to search only this particular user, we can place this particular value. So see the result. So place here grep. We can also use like this. Then search, then we can also use this particular sign, then grep, and I want to search a value that is BASS dash. It will print all the value that related to the this one. But I know this is on the end. So I want to search only these value that on the end. If this particular value is on the between, will also print. But I know this is only on the end. Only print the value that is on the end of the line. So it will print all the lines. I want to see how many lines are these. See, these are 45. It means we have 45 users in this particular file that related to the regular user. And I want to search the user, how many users that related to the service account. That is no log in cell. This one. See, 46 users. 46 users that have the value of this one. See, these all are the service account. So these two things that can also be used. If I know only that exact match, it means sometimes we use this type of thing also. What? Same, this one. This is for the end. We can also use these whole things also. So this is starting and what is for the end cell. No. These other command also can also use to print, but these are the advanced options. Mostly these used in shell scripting part. What is SED, stream editor, AWK. So these are the advanced version of grep. For specific value, if we want to print the specific value from the specific line, we can use this one also. So these are also used to print the values. We'll show one more example from the book. 1 and 2 examples. See. So what is about the this one? So let's see. This is about the graph. I will show some more thing. Suppose if we use this particular whole thing in a file, then see the result. Vim file 01.txt. This is my file, and I have a lot of things in this. This one 001. This one. This is my file, and I want to print these whole things. Suppose we have a file in this. Cat is also available. Dog, concatenate, dogma, cat. This values. Then see the thing. See. So this is my file, and I want to search these values. Cat is an exact match about the C by an A, T. It means called cat. C-A-T. It's called cat. It's my character that contained in this particular file. We have a word related to the cat, and I want to search some characters. See here. C-A-T, C-A-T, C-A-T. So if I want to search, see, type here graph, and I want to search cat from this particular file. See the result. Same result is here. That is cat. That is also cat. That is also cat. That is also cat. That is also cat. If I print only hyphen o, only the cat value. So we can also use O option use. That is already told you. If I want to show the number of lines of this particular, see, so this cat is available on line number 3. This cat is available on line number 1, line number 3, line number 5, and line number 6. So these print the line numbers, and for number of the line, in which particular line this particular cat is available. This particular cat string is available. So it's called string. So see the result. Same result is showing here. Suppose if I want to print the line that only have in the starting, cat is only in the starting, not between. So this is the way to show this particular thing. See, only the cat on the starting, but we want to print only cat value. Then what I will do? In the starting and the end, the cat. So we use this particular thing. So this is the value. So if I print this one, then what is the result? If I use this one, what is the result? So these are the example that related to this particular file. So if I use this whole thing in my file, then the result will be same. So use these whole thing and create a file by the same values, then see the same result. Suppose if I use here this particular value, also print. Suppose I know that is this also available, this also available. So we can use this thing also, like this thing also, and this also we share the result. So we can see here, place the value related to dog, because we have one more value, that is dog. See the result. Dog by starting, but I know I want to print this one value only. See here, this one value. Then what I will do? Then place this thing. Then the result will print. So most of the cases, the result will be same. In the case of cat, the result is same. But in the case of dog, result will not same, because this is on the end. Because this is only for the end. This is, but I know I want to print this one value, not this value. Then you can understand the whole thing in a better way. So you can use this whole thing, then the same result will appear. So see here, this value. See here, this value. So this is the concept. So you can use this one. So this is called this one. So use this thing, CAT cat, it means C. One more thing also here. I want to search C square bracket and the end of T, and I want to print A also to see the result. All the value related to the A, see the result. So use these values. If you do more practice, then you can find out the things. What is the use of this? So this is a O also, U also, then see the result. So we have C, then A. If I have value related to after the C, there is a value related to O, also print. Related to U, also print. So see, we have one more concept. Then see here, place these values at the earlier time. What we have in this particular file, see the result. Because the result will not the same that will appear in your book. See, we have value related to this one. So this told, copy this particular result in your file also, this one. So see the result here, this one. So these are the values. So I will print this also in this particular vim so insert, then type this value also, cat code. So the result will be same. Then see the result. See what I have do. So this will print this one. What is the use of this one? See the result. Now C A C A C A and what is about the code I have said. Okay, see here, that is called star. It means this is the value OA. OA. It means after this, the value can be anything. and the end the value will be this one. Then it will print the same value that appear in this particular in a black. So I have do one mistake. So the result will not save. And see, if I print here star, star means all. CAU, CAU, then star. If not, print the whole thing that I want. Another type of multiplier that indicate see. If I place this particular syntax here, copy this one and paste here. Only these that start with C, then star, then this one. But I want this type of result only. This will print cat also, cipher also. This will, okay. See why. If I print here this type of thing, C dot star, then T. Okay. So you can search. So see these all things, then read these one, then use the whole thing. So this is the these are the meanings that you can see here. This is the meaning of this dot character. This is the meaning of this one. So these use these one, and you can see the result. So these whole things that are used in a cell scripting part. So we can use this one also. And some more example, these are the same that I've already told you. I have already completed this all one. So see this value. If I have time in any other class, then I will discuss these all things. First, I will see this, then I will tell the whole things. These, what is the meaning of these ones? So this will also complete this. So this graph will complete. So you can use this lab also. This lab, so this particular, if the that is in the starting, so see this one for I also completed this. So you can use E also discuss. So we have completed this one. So this chapter will complete. Then I will start the about the ACL. So what is ACL? That I will told you. So anyone know about the ACL? Access control list. This is one. This is called access control list. Access control list. So have you knowledge about this? What is ACL? Anyone? Rahul, Vijay, and Gitu. Anyone have knowledge about ACL? Okay.
Sir, in access control list, we actually define that what permissions are users having, and we use get FACL or set FACL to set these control list and permissions.
Okay. Have you knowledge about this particular thing, chmod, that I have told in our essay one book?
Change permission.
It's called change modification. It means to provide the permissions that I discussed in our essay one book related to the permissions. So if I want to provide a permission on any file, any directory, so we can use chmod. But if I want to specify the permission, if I want to specify the permission, then we can use ACL. So for the specification for any one user, any specific user, so we use ACL. So it's called access control list. Suppose we have a folder, the name of the folder is data, and we have a user, user 1, user 2, user 3. We have two users that related to a group that is sales group, and I want to provide the whole permission to the sales group, but not any other group like accounts, LTTS, not these one. Only the sales department can access, can have full permission only this particular folder. Then we cannot use this type of thing. See here, I create a scenario for this, then we can understand this thing very well. See, we create a same thing, data 00, this one. And I want to check the permission slash data. At this time, see here, this is the owner and this is the group owner. Rahul, tell me if I want to change the group owner, then what is the command? Tell me the command name. Rahul. So the command name is chgr. Then type sales. Then the folder name. Then the group owner will become sales, because I want the permission for only these users can access this particular folder. Then we can apply this thing. So I will apply the same group add sales 00. See, create user 100. See, user 200, user 3, same, because I have already user 1, so I then I want to add these 3 users in a group. Gitu, tell me which one is the command that I will use. I want to add these 3 users in this particular group. Which one command you can use to add these 3 users in this particular group?
Sir, user mod.
So we apply user mode and
Sir, then hyphen capital G.
a capital G, then which one?
Sales.
Sales
The name of the
and name of the user. Good.
Yes. And then user.
Yes. Nice. Then second also, and third also. I create the same scenario here. Then change, use this particular command grp, and the group name is this one, and the folder name is this one. Then see ls-ld /data 01. That I have already told you. These all things I have discussed. But just for your recall, then I will start the ACM. Then see the result. This is to log in a user 100 C and another user SU hyphen user 200. Then go to this particular data folder, and you are able to create some files. File 200_1. This is my file 1. But see, at this time, I am not have the permission to work on this particular folder. Then what I will do? See here, because at this time, this user comes in the category of others. So we should assign the permission. Then this user will able to create this particular file, because this related to the sales group, and I want to assign the permission for this particular file. Then what I will do? Use chmod command, then use this permission, and for the others, I do not want the permission for the others. Then see this particular, give the name of the folder. Then see the permission again. At this time, the sales group have full right on this particular directory. Then the users related to this particular group have the full permission. Then I want to check this. See here, and I want to create file 100_1. So this is the file of this particular user. The user name is user 100. So this is the file of user 100. This is the first file. See. So this is the owner. This is the group owner of this particular file, and this user is able to create a file. Then see the result here, same. At the earlier time, we have no permission. Now see the result. See, so this is the owner, group owner. This is the owner that create this particular file. Then now I want another one user that also work on this particular file that I have created. Suppose I want, there is a user, the user name is Vijay. I want this user also work on this particular folder and create some files also. Then what I will do, if I create this, I place this user in the place of this. It means if I became this the owner, then it will create. But this is a at this time this is a other user. But I want this other user, and I want to provide this user permission to work on this particular folder. Then chmod cannot work because chmod has some limitations. So that cannot specify the permission on this user can use, this user cannot use, this account can use, this account cannot use. So these types of things cannot be covered in chmod. So chmod have some limitations. But if I want to provide the specific permissions on any particular file, any particular folders, then we can use the concept of access control list. So this is our topic. For this type of limitations can be removed by the ACL. So this is an advanced level of permissions that is called access control list. Access control list. So this is ACL that you can use. See the thing about the ACL. Give me 1 minute. Just 1 minute. See this. So read this one first. So what is the concept related to the access control list? Only this one. Then the whole thing will be clear. This first, then this one, then this one. I will tell you. So if I tell about the standard Linux file permission that can be controlled by the chmod command. So we can use chmod also. That are satisfactory when files are used only a single owner. So by using chmod, the file owner is this. See, this is my single owner. This is my single group owner. If I want to use a group owner and user owner multiple, if I want account also use this particular thing and this particular user also use this particular file and can work on this particular folder, and I want to define that type of activity, then chmod cannot be used because by using this, a single owner and single group owner can be defined by the chown command, chgrp command, chmod command. So these things have some limitations, but and single designated group of people. But in some cases, we have some requirements, we have some things, some use case like require that files are accessed with different file permissions sets by multiple name user. So these are called the name user and multiple named groups. It means I want to assign a permission for a specific user different, for a specific group also different, and for the others also different permissions. So we can use ACL. So ACL provides this type of functionality. So by using the ACLs, you can grant, you can provide the permissions on a multiple user, on a multiple group, according to your choice that you want to provide. that particular on that particular user, on that particular group also. So identified by the username, because every particular user has its own ID, its own group ID also, using the same permission flag. This is so these additional user groups beyond the file owner and beyond the group owner. So these called not the owner, just these called named users. These called named groups, because these are called user owner. This is called user owner. This is called group owner. And we add the another user. That user will become not the owner. That will become as a named user. So these are called named user, respective. So you can use this type of thing. So this will tell what are in which particular file system these ACL will available. It can also be available in ext3 file system, ext4 file system, and XFS also. Suppose if we use XP and we format this particular as a FAT32 file system, then your NTFS permissions will not available on this particular file system. So this is a different file system that can be used in XP, and this can also be used in XP. If I format my C drive by using the FAT32, then your permission tab will not appear when you right click on that particular folder. So if I want the security that is related to the new technology file system, so we should apply this particular file system, then that type of security will be available. So this is the thing that in this, if you have a file system that related to the ext3, ext4 and XFS also. So Red Hat also support ACL in by default. So this is called XFS file system. That is inbuilt security that is related to the ACL. So ACL is available in ext3 also, ext4 also, but this is not available in ext2 file system that used in RHEL4, because this is come in RHEL7 also, this come in RHEL6 also, this come in RHEL5 also. This is related to RHEL4, but that is not used in the company scenario. Mostly you can see this one, and this one, and 8, that is latest. So this cannot be used. But if you use this type of thing, then this ACL functionality will not work in your file system. So first mount that particular partition related to ext3, ext4, then XFS by using this particular configuration file. That is etc fs tab. All the file system tables entry in this particular file. So this is the configuration file where all the file system will available. So this is the thing that we have discussed about the ACL. If you want to check the permission, you can use this one. So this is my user owner, this is my group owner, and these are the permissions. And this particular file had the ACL. This is the sign. By using this particular sign, we can understand this particular file had the ACL. So we want to check the detail about the ACL. We can also use this particular command. This particular file had the ACL or not. So this plus sign indicate this particular file have the ACL value. It means have the ACL permissions. If I have dot here, it means there is no ACL applied on this particular file or folder. So if I want to check this particular file and folder have the ACL permission or not. So if I see here the plus sign, then we can understand this particular file or folder have the ACL permission. For the folder, we use D. If I place here D, then folder ACL will appear. And by this particular command also we can see if this particular file has the ACL. So see here, this is the name of the file, this is the owner, and this is the group owner, and this is the permission related to this particular user. This is the permission. See here, this is the group, and these are the effective permissions, and this is the mask value. Mask means total values that will represent by the mask. So we use get official command to check the permission. Get official dot, it means it represents the permission related to the present working directory. What are the permission related to this particular folder? This is the folder name, and this show the permissions of this particular folder. So see permissions. So by using get official, then place the name, then type the name of the directory, name of the file, then the permissions will appear on your terminal. Then you can check. So these are used to check the permission. And if I want to apply the permission, you can also use set official command. Then see, I will show some example. See here. So adding or modifying the permission. So this is the command. If I want to apply the permission, we can use set official command, M just for the modification, U for the user, and type the name of the user, then provide the permissions, then provide the name of the file and name of the folder. So this is the syntax that we use to modify the permission for the user also, for the group also. So this user is called named user. So this is for the group. This group is called named group, but just only group, or it can also be called named group. If you want to apply the permission for the group, for the others, you can also apply. So these are related to the permission and how to remove, how to apply the permission in a recursive manner. So you can use this particular thing. And if you want to delete the permission, you can use X option that I will show you. These are for the default permissions, and delete the permissions, then this will complete. So I will told how to apply these permissions. So ACL means access control list. It is used to specify the permission on user also, on group also. It can be applied on user as well as on the group, and for file also, and for the directory also. First, I will tell about the user, how to apply the ACL for the user, and how to remove the ACL from the user. Then I will tell how to apply the ACL on the group and how to remove the ACL from the group. This is our topic. You can see, I will create a directory. The directory name is /new data 00. Okay, I will place the value 21. That is 2020. Then create some file in this also. Touch /new data this, and I will create a file happy new on .txt. Then this file will be created. Then check the value that you want to see. This is the file. And what is the permission? ls-ld slash this is my permission. First, apply a permission chmod 770. Then this one. Check again. At this time, there is no other user that have the permission, and I want to specify one user, and my users are one is Vijay, Rahul, and Deepu. These are the users. I want to provide this user as a full permission like read and execute, and I want to provide the permission as read execute only, and I want to provide the permission for this particular user as a read only. So different permissions I want to provide for different users on this particular database. This is my folder. Then C. First I will check get efficient. Get file access control list. So if I want to check if any file have the access control list or not, then we can use get facl. Then give the name of that particular directory or file. So at this time, this is my file. File name is new data. So for the system, it's a file. But see, this is a directory. Directory is also file, type of file. Directory is a type of file. This is the owner, this is the group owner, this is the permission for this particular owner, and this is the permission for the group owner. But I want to specify some different permissions for different users. But see, at this time, there is no user appear in this particular get efficient. And I want to apply this set efficient. And I want to modify some permissions. So use -m option. If you don't know, then type just -help. So this, see here, I want to modify the ACL, I want to remove the ACL, I want to remove all the ACL. So lot of things that you can suit. I want to apply the default permission, the recursive manner also. So different things you can see. Here, and I want to apply the permission on user. And the name of the user is this one. And I want to apply the permission related to this. On which particular directory? The directory name is this one. See. Set official -m for modify, Q for user. Name of the user is wrong. I type spell mistake. So see. Then I want to check. See here, one more user, named user. It's called named user or just only the user. And this type of permission also. Then this user is able to work on this. Then see, I will check this. So type here -widget. And I want to go in this location and do ln. So this is created by the root user, and this user also create a new file. The file name is file01.txt. This one. Then see the result. This is created by this particular user. Now you can see this user have the permission. Okay. Now we want to check the permission by the other user also. And don't know the password of this. Rahul. Then go to the location of this user, this particular directory. See, I am not able to enter in this particular folder because we have no permission. See, at this time, this is as a other user. So in this, we only have one user. Okay, give me 1 minute only, just 1 minute. Now, I am audible for all of you. Okay. See, what I do, check. At this time, hello, my voice is clear for Gitu, Rahul, Vijay.
It's clear.
Okay. See, good. So this is a user which has this permission, but and this user have no permission. If I want to ls, then see the result. We have no permission to see the file that available in this particular folder. So cannot open this particular directory, so you don't have the permission. And I want to provide the permission only just for the this type of permission I want to provide. It can read the files and it can execute the file. Execute. It means it can enter on the directory but cannot create the files and folders. Just read permission and execute permission. I want to provide on which particular directory, for this particular directory. So we can also use ACL, then apply the ACL. So change the name here, Rahul. And I want to provide which permission? This permission, read hyphen execute. If I use this like this, also applied. So you don't need to type hyphen. So just read execute and on this particular directory, then see the result. Then get official. Now this user also has some permissions. That is read permission also and execute permission also. So now this user is able to read the things that available in this particular directory and can also be able to enter in this directory. But this user is not able to write anything in this particular directory. Now check first list. This user is able to list all these things that are available in my directory. But I want to move in this particular directory, so we can also use change directory command. So I am able to enter on that particular folder, on that particular directory. Now I am trying to ls here. We can also do ls, and we are trying to create some data. We are trying to create some files, folders. Then see the result, ff01.txt. Now I am not able to create anything because you have no right permission at that particular directory. You just come, then view, can ls, just these things. If I want to cat this particular file, then see the result. You can cat. It means you have the read permission. If I want to put some data in this particular file, by using the echo, and I want to put hello here, and in this particular directory, see the result, because I have just permission for the read. If this user puts some data in this, now new data. And the folder name is new data 20. See, this type of content I want to enter in this. Then see, this is my content, and this user want to check this one, Rahul user. See the result. Then this is able to see the result, what is available in this particular directory. That you can read this particular thing. But type LL because on this particular file you have just read permission. So only the other user can read the content that is available on that particular file, and this user, and for the other user have only just for read permission. But this user, this owner have read write. Group owner also have read write. User owner also have the read write. So it can enter any text in this particular file. If this user, the username is this user want to put this type of content on this particular file, then see, but my file name is F01. Hello, this is Vijay user. Now this is my data, and if any other user want check this, can check, because we have only read permission. So if this user, that is Rahul, want to check this, can check. If this user will try to do something in my this particular directory, then see the permission denied. So this is the thing. If I want to specify any specific user to work on that particular file, to work on that particular folder, then we can assign the ACL. So the last one is the read permission. So see, I have also a user, the user name is this one. And I want to provide some permission related to, so see, at this time there is no user available related to that. And I want to provide some more permission. So do ls, and this is my folder. See, at this time we are not able to ls also, and I'm not able to cd also. Perform the ls command also, cd command, both command will not work. In this we have a different error. In this we have a different error, because in this particular program you have no permission to related to perform the cd command, and the permission is denied. Then I want to provide the permission for this user. Then use set official command, and what type permission you want to provide. So use m for the modifying user. The name of the user is this one, that is this one, and I want to provide just read permission, because at this time we have no read permission for the other also. See, then check, this user is able to perform ls command, because we have no permission to enter in these files, in these directories, but we have the permission to just read the content. If I want to perform this particular command, that we cannot do. If I want to provide this, so we can provide also. So this is the concept related to the user. If I want to remove the permission from that particular specified user, you can also do. So how to remove this permission? Just type X for remove. So if I do this one same, so this will not work because you don't know, you don't need to write the permission, that is read, that is write. So just keep this blank, then this command will work. Then type set official, then use -x to remove the permission, give the name of that particular user. If this user have any value that related to the ACL, it can have read write permission, it can have only read permission. So you cannot remove just only remove the read write, read only, write only. So not like this. Whole the ACL permission will remove. That can be read, that can be read write, that can be read and execute. So see, now I want to remove the other one also, Rahul, and Rahul. The last one is Vijay. Vijay. Now check get official. See, and I want to check this user is able to work on this particular directory at this time or not. Then check. See, now at this time we have no permission to enter on this particular directory. Now check by this particular user also. Now, go to this particular directory again, no permission, and this also have no permission. This one. But these all users related belong to a group. The group can be anything. So we have a group. The group name is, see what is my group name, this one. This is my group. In this we have this user also, this user also, this user also. But okay, G pass WD -m members VIJY Vijay, comma Rahul, then again this for this one. See, now these users is available in this particular group. So this is my group name. These are the users that belong to this particular group, and I want to provide a permission only this particular specific group. Then the whole user will obtain that particular permission. Then how to apply the permission on a group? The folder name is same. Then place the value, that is M. Then change the value, that is G for group. Then give the name of the group. So the name of the group is sales 0. Then what type of permission you want to provide here? I want to provide read, write, execute. Full permission on that particular group. So all users can access the data. Then check the get official by using the get official. Check the value. See here. This group, the group name is this one, have this type of permission. Then check from this particular user, I am able to enter in this. But at this time, we have some error because when we enter in by using this particular user, at that particular time, at that particular session, generation time, we have no permission. So we should need to log out first. That I have told you earlier also. First, at the time of the creation, login, when the session is generated, we have no permission. Then login again. Now you are able to enter in this particular directory. See, so when we see this type of error, if I apply the permission that is not applicable, then log out that particular user. Sometimes we restart also for other reason, but at this time, for this particular thing, you don't need to restart your system, because just log in, log out and log off. See, I want to check this user create a file. The file name is this one, .txt. Check. Now this user also able to create a file in this. Now I want to provide another one permission also. See, we have a user. The user name is admin. This is a user, and I want to not Rahul, because this user is belonging to that particular sales group, but I won't provide the permission just read execute. That is also belong to that particular user. If I apply the permission on group and user also, which permission will take the preference? Take the first preference. So user will take the first preference, then the group permission will be applicable for that particular file and for that particular folder. See the result. Now we have a group. The group name is sales00. It means this is my group which have this type of permission, and we have also a user that have read execute permission. If this user belong to this particular group and I also provide a specific permission for that particular group, then this will take the first preference. If I remove this one, then it will take the preference from this particular group. So user preferences will take the first, and after this particular will be applicable if I remove this one. So see the result. Now this user is able to enter in this particular directory, so it can perform this particular command and it can also perform this command. Now check, this user is trying to create something, create some files, new here .txt, this one. See the result. So now this user belong to this particular group, but this user not have this type of permission. This user have only read execute permission. So this is the concept. If anyone asks, if we have a user that is also belong to that particular group, and if I provide the specific permission by the ACL, then which will take the first preference? So user permission will take the first preference. After that, the group permissions can be applicable for that particular file or that particular folder. So I think your doubt has been clear about the ACL. Then see, if I want to remove the permission from the group, then what I will do? Just use X here. And if I use this one, the same concept like the user, so you don't need to provide the permission. If you provide the permission, just like remove this one also, remove this one also, not, it's not applicable. So remove whole thing. Then just colon. If you don't use colon, then it will also take, and I will type here colon also work. So use only just give the name of the group, then not provide any permission like read execute, then check the permission. So only this user has permission, then all Vijay and Gitu have no permission. Now you want to check and see, no permission. Now check this one also. If I want to create some new, see here, not able, then try from this again, Rahul, then again want to enter on this particular directory. Now you can perform LL, but you don't have the other permission. No. So this is all about the ACL that you can apply the ACL on the user also. You can also apply the ACL on the group also. If you forget this one, see here one more concept. If I applied this one and username is admin, this one, then see by using the get official. At this time you have this user also, this also, this also, and at a one command, by using one command we want to remove all the ACL ls-ld slash c. This have this particular value, so I can understand this particular folder have the ACL. And if you want to check what are the ACL that are to be applied on this particular directory, on this particular file, so you can use this one command. So you can use get official, then all the ACL entries will appear, and I want to remove all the thing related to the ACL. Then here dot option will appear. So you can see here dot, and I want to remove this one, then use set official, and you can use -b option here. It will remove whole thing about the ACL in a one command. See, we have dot, again see, there is no user, there is no group related to that. So this is about the this one. If you forget set official, see -help. So this one, this one. So this is also used to remove the default permissions. If I apply the permission directory and subdirectory also, so we can apply the default one. So K is used for this, so we can use B option. Where is B? This one. All entries will be removed from that particular directory. So this is about the ACL. In this we have discussed two commands, that is get official and set official. We can apply the ACL on user also. We can apply the ACL on group also. And I explain about the one more thing that is related to grep. It means global regular expression print, this one. So if any doubt related to these things, it can be ACL, it can be grep, then you can ask. So the next session I will discuss the next one topic. So any doubt? Gitu, Vijay and Rahul. So you can ask. Okay. Thank you. So happy new year to all of you in advance. So there is a holiday on 1st Jan. And if we have any other notice, then we can send the message on your WhatsApp. Then I will start the next session on 2nd Jan 2021. Okay. Then I will end the session. If any doubt related to any same to you. Okay. Bye.